because our defense can hold them because they're really outside of field goal range now, right? The opposite team. So if you hold them here, you haven't given up any points. You may give up a punt and you're pinned down a little bit, but must have thought it was an okay spot to go for it and decided to be aggressive.
They run it with Balaj. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll stay on the ground. Balaj again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play. So now 3rd down coming up.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. The loss results there.
In search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I thought that was a completed pass until he came in and forced the ball from his hands. Not only did he make a nice play, he brings up 4th down.
Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back.
On the ready.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. And they'll try and throw forward with Lawrence. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. And now the Rams are going to hold things as they want a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Fourth down. Here's Lawrence. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The fourth down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good.
Touchdown, Rams! Jamison Williams with career touchdown number 60. And the Rams have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now 21-0.
Chargers, nothing. Jason Myers set to kick off.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. On first down, Lawrence. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. A good pickup there, a 22. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Rams are going to get it back here just past the 35. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. They'll look to throw. He's got him in, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on him. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
In motion goes the tight end. They'll look to throw now on first down. Airing this one out for Evans. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, L.A. Mike Evans with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Rams are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 28-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. Marcus Davenport racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. To try again after the sack, Lawrence. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Lawrence. That's caught over the middle by Fant.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Now Lawrence on 1st down.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it.
And the Rams are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And a catch right side by Evans. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll throw now on the final play. He's airing it out for Williams. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Jason Myers set to kick off.
The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory.
59 yards on the ground for him so far.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And he's got it to about the 40.
The decision is to decline it and not give him the down back.
They might as well have sent a skywriter above the stadium saying, we don't think you can get the first down against our defense by that decision.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4. Another example of just a dominant performance by this defense.
Yeah, you hear all the time about teams that try to steal signals from the other side and try and learn their signs and their tendencies. It's almost like they get the answers to the exam the night before and were well prepared for this final.
Hey, hey, exit.
They're going on 4th down. Lawrence. That's to his running back, complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they find a way to convert on 4th and 10. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And some room to work. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. 31 yards. And the Chargers get a bit closer. So that, Charles, their first score of the ballgame, obviously, coming here in the 3rd quarter. Is that going to be enough to energize the troops?
It's a great question, and we'll wait to see the answer, but it's finally something for them to build on. Now they know that they can actually score against that defense.
So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky there. It worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
3rd quarter action here in this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10.
19 seconds.
Hands it off out of the gun. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. The extra point now coming from Myers. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. Yeah, we saw that one up here, CD. Offensive team, they touched that before it went 10 yards.
Obviously such a fine line, letting it go the required 10 yards, but also getting to it before the hands team can. Just didn't time it out right, and that results in a flag.
Now a handoff running through the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 107 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. And he loses the football the second time. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And his take over at the 31-yard line.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it's second down.
Second and 6.
Back to throw. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
A loss of 14.
19 tight. 19 tight.
Out of the gun now on third down. He's airing it out for Williams. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown.
Touchdown, Rams.
Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
Second and 7.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready and looked for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And he is going to have the Chargers first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Well, when you get an elite running back like he is, sometimes you've got to employ the by any means necessary method to get him down.
Yeah, sometimes you're relieved even if a flag comes out. But if you just get the hand up and you get it on the mask, you can kind of get away with that. But as soon as you curl it around the finger or the hand, that's pretty easy for everyone to see. And they'll call that one every time.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's a give up the middle. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Play action. It's Lawrence.
Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And this Rams defense comes up with a goal line stand. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
If you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Rig alert! Cut 19! Cut 19!
They'll look to throw here on first down. He's airing it out for Williams. It got his man, complete. Touchdown, Rams.
Another touchdown through the air for them, and for this rookie quarterback at the helm, he has put them in a great position, Charles, to get the victory in this one.
He's absolutely taken charge. Every touchdown for them has come via his arm. 0 rushing touchdowns, no special teams, no defensive scores. All him throwing the football. He's in cruise control right now, and so is his team.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
On third down, Lawrence.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted.
And the Rams are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense will very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Baron Browning, the outside linebacker, dropping him for a loss of 6.
19, 18, 10 to 11, 10 to 11. 50 Bobcats, 50 Bobcats.
Second and long. Airing this one out for Evans. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown. Mike Evans. His third touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year.
And the Rams look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Myers connects on the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So this is a touch cruel here. They've got the big lead. Now they're going for the jugular with the onside kick. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory.
Troy Anderson, the man on the tackle.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. On third down, they're going to run for it here. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a fourth down.
A gain of 5. It's fourth down.
They'll try and run for it. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. He's been tough for this defense to handle, over 100 yards. You kind of knew that they were going to him on that play, didn't you?
They certainly did. That's one of those situations where you simply say, my best runner over my best blockers, let's go ahead and pick it up. And I don't care if they know it on the other side. Here we come, and they got it done.
On second down, they'll run it here. And now off to the races, down the right side. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
With CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about here, but it may be cliche, but give them credit for this. They've continued to fight and scratch and claw, and they get the touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And I'm okay with that cliche, all right? Maybe it'll alleviate the sting a little.
And my goodness, another interception. He's got daylight. The 40. Past the 20. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick two, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Here we go.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Boy, 192 yards rushing for him in this one, and he is drawing ever closer to a 2,000-yard season. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here we go on 4th down. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Being chased out left. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
But we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he is going to lose yardage here.
But they're certainly not neglecting their run duties as well as they ate up the blockers in front and allowed the secondary to get home.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here we go. Gotta have it. Lawrence. And that is caught. He's got his running back downfield. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, Delta.
Now Lawrence to throw. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 30. But the lopsided affair finally coming to an end.